Welcome all of you to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself Assistant Professor Deepa Agarwal, and in this video I am going to explain you the IT Java topic which is in IT SAM 4 and CS SAM 3, and today's topic is conditional statements. So let's begin with the topic. First we'll see what are the if statements. The Java if statement is used to test the condition. It checks Boolean condition true or false. There are four types of if statements. First, if statement, that is the single if statement, then if else statement, if else if ladder, and fourth one is nested if statement. Single if statement tests the condition. It executes the if block if information is true. It does not execute the false condition. It means it does not give the output about the false condition. You can see the syntax if condition, and within the block you have to write the code, and this is the flow chart of if statement. Now we will see the example of if statement. In this example we are checking a age. First we have declared a variable int age equal to 20. Now we are checking if age is greater than 18, then it will give the output age is greater than 18. So you can see there is no facility to print the false condition. Now second one is if else statement. The Java if else statement also tests the condition, but it tests both the condition. It gives the output to true condition as well as false condition. And this is the syntax if condition. If condition is true, it will give the output, else if it is false, then we have to write the false statement. This is the flow chart of if else statement. Now this is the example of if else statement. In this example we have declared a number 13. Now we are checking the given number is even or odd. If number modulus 2 equal to 0, then it will print the output even number, else it will give the output odd number. So in this case 13 is the odd, so it will give the output odd number. Next is if else if ladder. In this statement the condition is checked multiple times. You can see the syntax, and this is the flow chart. Now we'll take an example. In this example we have declared a number int num equal to 1500. Now we are checking if num is less than 100 and num greater than or equal to 1. It means it is 2-digit number. Otherwise it will check again else if num less than 1000 and num greater than equal to 100. It means the number is 3-digit number. Again it will check else if num is less than 10,000 and num greater than equal to 1000. It means the number is 4-digit number, else this is the default part, it will give number is not between 1 and 9999, but in our case the number is 4-digit, so it will give the answer it is 4-digit number. Now last one is the nested if statement. When there is an if statement inside another if statement, then it is called the nested if statement. Here the inner if block condition executes only when outer if block condition is true. This is the flow chart of nested if statement. Now we'll take an example. Here we are checking age and weight. So we have declared int age equal to 20 and int weight equal to 48. First condition we are checking that age. If age is greater than equal to 18, then it will, if it is true, then it will check the another condition, that is if weight equal to if 8 greater than 50. The output will be you are eligible to donate the blood, else it will give the answer you are not eligible to donate the blood. In the else part there is another else, that is system.out.println age must be greater than 18. So in this example, the output will be you are not eligible to donate the blood. Now next condition statements are the loops. It is a very important part of the Java. You can see it's a very important concept of Java. In programming languages, loops are used to execute a set of instructions repeatedly. When some conditions become true, there are three types of loops in Java. First is while loop, second do while loop, and third one is for loop. So first we'll see the while loop. The Java while loop is used to iterate a part of the program several times. If number of iteration is not fixed, it is recommended to use while loop. Here is the syntax while condition and code to be executed, and here is the flowchart you can see. Now we'll take the example, public class while example. This is the main method, int I equal to 1, and we are checking the condition while I less than equal to 10. Then it will print the number variable I and I++. So in this example we are printing the natural numbers 1 to 10 using the while loop. Second loop is the do while loop. First the statements inside loop execute and then the condition gets evaluated. If the condition returns true, then the control gets transferred to the do, else it jumps to the next statement after do while. The Java do while loop is executed at least once because condition is checked after loop body, that you can see in the flow chart. First the statement will print, then it checks the condition. This is the example of do while loop. In this example also we are printing the natural numbers from 1 to 10. And the last one is the for loop. The Java for loop is used to iterate a part of the program several times. If the number of iteration is fixed, it is recommended to use for loop. The syntax is for, within the bracket we have to initialize the counter and then we'll give the condition, and in last there is the increment or the decrement. It depends on our logic. Initialization, here we can initialize the variable or we can use an already initialized variable. In condition, it is executed each time to test the condition of the loop. Increment and decrement, it increments or decrements the variable value. This is the example of for loop. So you can see, first we have initialized a counter or a variable int I equal to 1, and then we are checking the condition I less than equal to 10, and we are incrementing the variable I++. In this example also we are printing the natural numbers from 1 to 10. So this is all about our conditional statements. Thank you.